Surprise, everyone. It's me today, Jessica. I am here in Wisconsin, and Lisa is going to join us in Dallas. She is at a MODA and Friends retreat and having a good time. It looks like she is stitching on her fresh cut flowers as we speak from the wool box, subscription box. We're just going to go over a few details today and announcements, and then we're going to switch over to her, and she's going to tell you all that she has been doing. First and foremost, I am going to say that the winner for the Twilight Stars Sharing Your Blocks from last week is Sharon Simmons. So Sharon Simmons, oh, look at the cute puppy dog. Get in touch with Heidi at heidin@primitivegatherings.us, and she's got a little care package for you to ship out. And then for all of you that have been seeing all of the posts about lakeside gatherings coming in, we got our first shipment today. I know we have pre-cuts coming tomorrow, and we have more fabric coming on Monday. So we will be cutting up those kits and getting that out to you as soon as we can. I'm going to say those kits are probably going to end up rolling out probably after Labor Day, just because it does take us a while to get everything cut and out to you all. Today's prizes in honor of Lakeside is we have some Lakeside Gatherings 5-inch charms to give away. So make sure you are making your comments and questions if you have any for us. So we're going to go right into some announcements here. We have a few spots remaining for Doug Lecco. He is going to be coming mid-September. It's September 14th. So that's a Thursday through a Sunday for classes. And it's going to be making the quilt that you see here out of his Stash-tastic 2 book. You can bring your own fabric. You can come early and purchase some new fabric. It's completely up to you on what you'd like to make that quilt out of. But he is a wonderful teacher, and we are so happy to finally have him here. The week after he's here, we have rug hooking, and this is making this cute little pumpkin 3D guy here, and she is going to be doing rug hooking. So you do have to have some experience in it, but she is an amazing teacher, so please sign up with the gathering. This one is a week long. It's Monday through Friday. So it's Monday, September 18th through Friday, September 22nd. So come and join us for a week here. Let's see. We did All Things Pumpkin, which is Saturday, September 23rd. This is with Lisa. We are almost filled. I know there are just a few spots left. We were talking with the girls yesterday about what we had in here. So if you are on the fence, make sure you hop off that fence and get your spot in the class. And that is a Saturday. So it'll be a fun day of just from 10 to 4:30 with Lisa, learning that it also includes, it's $175, and it also includes your project price in there. So nothing, just come, bring your supplies, and you're ready to go. Our annual Sip, Sew, Shop, and Stay event that we normally have in December is completely filled. So we have decided to open up the retreat center 2 days before our Primitive Christmas event, which then means you're going to check in, you're going to have a wonderful evening with some fondue. On Wednesday, you are going to have the day to sew on whatever projects you'd like to see. You got first dibs at seeing the red, white, and green quilts up. And then Wednesday night, you get prime shopping. So you get to come in and see all we have for Primitive Christmas in the shop in all of its glory. So give us a call for that one, and that's only $275 to come for 2 nights. Then we have October 7th. So this one should have been ahead of the last one, but you know, it's like the alphabet when you're trying to remember what months go in which way. So this is Learning to Punch Needle with Kathy Decker, and it is October 7th, which I believe is a Saturday as well, from 9 until noon. Jill is coming from Yellow Creek Designs. She is going to be teaching foundation piecing. So please come and join me because I want to take this class and make this beautiful quilt. We do have kits available, but you do not have to do it in this colorway. If you want to do it in brighter colors or in whatever fabrics you have at home, all you need to do is ask when you sign up, you can ask for a supply sheet and they're going to tell you what all you are going to need for that class. So come and join us in November. That's Tuesday, November 7th. And last but not least, are you naughty or nice? We have 2 sessions of that because our first one has filled up with lodging. So we only have day students available for our first session, but our second session still has some lodging available, but not much. So come and join Lisa. This is a week-long class as well. Kind of come and relax just before the holidays get into major swings, and you are go, go, go. So those are what we have until the end of the year, all of our retreats. We can't wait for 2024 and what we have to bring you for that. Just a quick mention of our clubs. Next week, Monday, we have our Featherweight Club. Bernina Social is back. So those are both on the August 21st. Lisa will be back, so she has a sit and stitch on Tuesday the 22nd. And on the 23rd, we have Wool Club and cross stitch. So if you are just in town for the day, come and join us. It is from 9 until 4, $25. Sit and sew your heart out. We have a great lunch for you and just a nice relaxing day. And then we did have to move our rug hooking club, and that is August 27th. All right, those are our announcements for today. We talked about the giveaways that we have, and
I want to give a shout out.
Okay.
To Joyce Beams. She's one of our, I guess, good customers, good fans, or whatever. She's having surgery today, so just shout out to her. She's like, I'm gonna wake up and watch live.
Well, Joyce, we got prayers for you to make sure you get through with your surgery and everything goes well. So make sure you let us know how it all goes. I think she was here a couple weeks ago too, wasn't she, for a retreat? So we hope everything goes well with you today. Okay, let's see what Lisa is doing in Dallas.
Hang on, I got to put my needle in my thing, so because I'm going to lose it if I don't touch it.
And then somebody's going to sit on it and go, what?
Yeah, and then I will be really in trouble. All right, here we go. Park this in my little scissor case. I haven't done much hand stitching yet, so that was nice to get a few stitches in that. Oh, there's my needle parked in the arm of the chair. All right, hi everyone. We're here in hot Dallas. We're actually in Denton, which is a little bit out of Dallas, and I'm at this really cool retreat facility, and it's out on a ranch. It has 3 different cottages that you can stay in. The one I'm in right now is the biggest, and it holds 24 people. We only booked 21 because we want a little bit more space because we have lots of stuff here. I am here with my MODA sisters and friends of MODA sisters. And what I mean by MODA sisters is people who work for MODA. A couple designers are here. We have some Martingale friends here from when we hung out with those. And, they're still around. They're still our friends just because they're not in business. They're all finding new jobs out there. One of them is going to work for Signature Threads, I believe. And a couple of them are still on hiatus because they actually just got done in the warehouse out there in Seattle. So I just thought you could come on and see what retreat is like. And I mean, I can't actually go in there and show you, things, but I know Kaylee has a picture. So Kaylee, show them my retreat house that I am at. All right, so right there, you're looking at the outside of the building that I am in, and it's kind of a lot like ours. It's a little bit smaller, but not much. They have a really cool mural painted on the outside there by Allie Kay, who is one of my MODA sisters as well. And then on the site here, this 50 acres, there is all kinds of like places where animals used to be, some barns. There is a quilt shop on site here, which is maybe like 500 yards, I guess, from here, but you have to take the truck because it's so hot. All right, so show them the picture of the quilt shop inside. Now, this quilt shop is so beautiful. Now, I forgot to mention the name. We are at Boxcar Quilt Shop. And like I said, it's actually in Aubrey, which is right outside of Denton, Texas. And the owners are Laura and Amy Turner, and they are just fabulous. Really, really nice people. They just have a new baby. I didn't catch the name, so everybody else was oohing and ahhing over that baby, and I was just like getting my stuff done. But there's been lots of babies in and out of here. But so not only, so it's the quilt shop. So Kaylee showed you a picture of one of my displays. They do such a beautiful job in this quilt shop here. Very meticulous, very neat, very organized. Lots of stuff to buy, and I might be able to show you a couple things that I bought here. Then they have an antique building. So there's 3 buildings. Like the first one's a quilt shop, and then there's like a little space. And then there's the event center, which is like where they can hold like quilt shows and big classes and stuff like that. When I was there, they were having a sit and sew. And then there's another little space, concrete space. And then there's the third building, which houses the antiques. So lots to do here. You can go for walks in the morning when it's not too hot yet, but there's a lot of air conditioning going on here. So sometimes I just have to go outside to unthaw a little bit. Now I have to apologize because I don't get to see your comments. So the girls will write down some questions you have for me about anything, and we'll take a few breaks here and there and answer some of your questions. So have any of you been here at Boxcar? Like I said, fabulous job. They treat you really well. They all of our food is catered in. So that's kind of interesting, from different places, different establishments, restaurants, stuff like that. Some of them are chains. Some of them are just little local mom and pops. And Starbucks is not too far away. So they all go on a Starbucks run, and I have my passion fruit tea and lemonade here that I normally don't drink, but hey, I'm on vacation, right? All right. So let's talk a little bit. I want to show you this as well too. Okay. So this right here, y'all know what this is, right? Quilt sampler. And Boxcar was in there in 21. So just recently they've been in here, and you can go and kind of see, but they have moved from their original location. They've been here out on the ranch for about a year and a half. One of the other things is this is a family property. So this property was in the family, and they kind of have just turned it around into something else. They delivered a really cool old 1954 truck out here that we can take pictures by today. So that was fun to see that happen. All right. Okay. So any questions so far? Do we have any? If you want to put me back on split screen maybe with Jess and see if there's anything that we want to talk about so far.
They want to know, how many projects did you take with you so far, and have you finished any of them?
I'll show you. Coming up. All right. Anything else?
And someone else wanted to know what the difference is between flannel and homespun.
Oh, this one is just a general question, not about the retreat. Do you want to tell the difference between flannel and homespun?
Sure. Flannel is printed, homespun is woven. That's the big difference. Okay. So flannel is obviously a heavier cotton fabric. It is soft on one side and kind of flat on the other side, but it is printed. And then homespun or wovens, same thing really, is woven on a loom. And my come from India, and on mine, one part is brushed. So after it is woven, it goes through another process where they run needles above it and they brush it so it has that soft feel on that. And I love to use homespuns on the back of my wool mats because flannel is white on the back, or, you know, kind of a lighter shade than what's on the front. So it's like any other cotton fabric, it has a back and a front, whereas homespun is double-sided. So I hope that answers your question.
So I'm just showing them the flannel, the backing of a flannel. Then they'd like to know, how do you pick which projects you want to bring with you?
Whatever has the nearest deadline.
Did you ship your supplies, or did you bring them, or are you using something that you have there, that they have there?
Okay, so MODA supplied me with my sewing machine. So they have sewing machines for guests to use that they use in their design and marketing department, because they do sew samples right here at MODA. Some of the designers are not quilters, so somebody has to sew their quilts for them. We want to sew our own quilts, obviously. So, and sometimes MODA does do one of our samples, like for a box kit. Allison is here, and she is making the Freedom quilt right now. So that's fun to see go up. And I'm like, is there anything wrong with the pattern? She goes, no, it's good. It's good. So that's really fun to see happening. But my machine, so I got to use it, and it was a brand new one in a box. So I had to get it all just right. I did bring my 1/4-inch foot from home because I knew it did not come with one of those. And let's see. So then I am fortunate to have 3 bags I can check, and they can all be 70 pounds. I am nowhere near that weight limit, trust me, because when you come to this retreat with my MODA friends, we like to do gift exchanges, and I will be showing you some of the things that I have gotten here so far. And it's, you know, little things show up every day, or somebody be like, hey, I made this make and take, who wants to make it with me? And I'll show you some of those things that we were doing. And yesterday I got super sidetracked. So sometimes you just need a break from what you're doing, and I'll show you some of the things that I didn't really plan on making, but I have finished those. All right. Anything else, Jess?
How long are you going to be there? When are you coming home?
I fly home on Saturday night.
And you flew there on Sunday night, right?
Yes. So almost a week, 6 days.
Perfect.
Yeah. So it's just fun to get a nice getaway. Everybody needs to do this. And what happens is every other year we go to the gathering, and then we come here to Texas. So they want to come to Wisconsin, and they know that I need a break too. So I get to come here to Texas. So that's how that goes. That's why we're not at the gathering. Everybody was there last year. So we always have that etched in our reservation book that every other year we will be at the gathering.
All right.
Okay. Anything else you want me to go on?
They want to know, do you have any plans for like a snowman quilt for Lakeside? Like kind of like live a thankful life, or
yeah, like I know. You know, they pick up on every little detail I say, don't they? Because of the Twilight Stars and because of Joyful Quilt Along, I haven't had a ton of time to figure out what I'm going to do with that, but we will do something. I promise. If you order like a fat quarter tower or something like that, we will definitely have something. And one of the things that I have in mind is one of the very first quilt patterns I ever made was a quilt called Winter Remembered. And it's kind of like that same style as Live a Thankful Life. It's a little smaller, but I think something like that might happen. We might visit that and kind of use the same things, because it's been like 23 years or something like that since I did that. So I think we could update it a little bit, give it a fresher new look, maybe add a few more blocks to it and come up with something fun for us. All right. But with the eclecticness of, you know, the different fabrics in Lakeside being, you know, the lights and we might need a lot of yardage of one print. So that sometimes holds us up too, as far as that, but we'll see what happens. Okay. But I promise definitely we'll do some sort of stitch along. Okay.
They just have a quick question for me. I got my cross necklace at a local farmer's market a couple years ago, and it never comes off. So I do not remember who I got it from, unfortunately.
Yes, they want all the things they see. I'm just like that too. I'm like, everybody here is like, oh, where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that from? So Nick's like, I didn't see any packages come yet. I'm like, hey, so far I've been so good. I haven't had to have everything that everybody has. So, and matter of fact, I actually like was shopping and I put 2 t-shirts back because I'm like, Lisa, you do not need another t-shirt. You do not need another t-shirt. So I keep trying to talk to myself that way, but sometimes I cave. So it is what it is, right? I'm with you. I'm the same way as you are. You see something, you want to have it. But sometimes you got to talk yourself out of it when you have like, 60 t-shirts that you can only, you can only wear here and there. So matter of fact, it's probably time to give away some of Lisa's t-shirts again. And I love that you guys were so excited about some of that. So that was super fun. All right. So I'm going to start off with some of my purchases first. And you are not going to believe what I found at the antique store. All right, so here you go. I'm going to bring it up here. First of all, I'm going to show you it. All right, so this is it. I think it should go like this because the handle's on top and there's actually little feet on the bottom. So why would Lisa Bongean want this, right? It's just an old case. It's hard. Wait till you see the magic inside. Okay, where did that go? All right, so I'm going to probably display it this way. Now I'm going to open it up. Uh-oh, look at this. A carrying case for 12 cans of starch. Yay! Isn't that awesome? Anybody know what it is?
I think I restocked up here then, huh?
What's that?
I said it's a good thing I restocked up here then. Scored that stash of 36 starches up here.
Yeah, look at that.
Take them home.
I think this is going home. So I don't have to look at it in my studio because I just like park them underneath. I have this where my iron is sitting. There's like a space below and I just put all my cans of starch underneath there. But now I won't have to look at them. So that is super cool.
Do you think that case was like an old featherweight case or?
It's for slides. Remember the slide protectors? It's for slides to go in. And that's why it's on its side like that. And that's what we figured out. If anybody agrees with me, let us know. But that's what me and the girls came up with here, that it was for slides. All right, now. A mini quilt ladder, right? Can you see my little red, white, and blue minis on there, or red and white minis? $25 store.
So this is why there's no packages arriving. You have it all there.
I have it here. I have room in my suitcase because I brought a bunch of stuff here as my gifts, and now I can. And I only had one suitcase that was 30 pounds, and I got plenty of room, I think. All right. So next up, we have, this is a little simple one here. See that? Isn't that cute? I'm thinking about putting little colored wool felt balls in there and putting some different pins in there. I think this is a little candy mold. All right. So there was 2 more there too. And then got it so packaged so nicely.
Is this an iron?
Nope.
Oh no, it's a little sewing machine.
Little mini sewing machine. $40. Just waiting for me to come and take it home. How's everybody think of my treasures so far?
They're liking them.
Yeah, right?
Cassie says you're going to need a moving truck to get home.
No, I'm good.
Ooh, I like that one.
Isn't this one beautiful? I didn't show my motor sisters. They're all like peeking in the window. Perfect for props and for decorating, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So let me just take 2 seconds. Put these back in there. Any other questions or comments I need to know about?
Somebody wants to know if you think the little mini sewing machine works.
I don't know, but we never know. Uh-oh. A little walking billboard. Something to come. Oh, look at them. Here, hang on.
There you go. Oh, I love the pants. Lisa, can you grab those from Lisa and bring them back for me, please?
I know, right?
Woo! Nice. Holy cow.
All right. I think there's some missing people. Oh, here comes some more. Here comes some more. Little pop-up quilt show we got going on here.
I love the cow on the couch, by the way. The pictures.
You it?
Oh.
Keltners, JKK's snowman. All right. Some people are shy, so we're not seeing them. Did you see Doug? Was he in here?
I didn't see that, but half the time we didn't see the top of them, but I didn't see him.
Yeah, Doug's here too. So we're teasing him about hanging out with all of us old ladies, but he's kind of an old lady soul. Okay, I'm just saying that. I'm just gonna put it out there. He is. And you know, we're all like, oh, we gotta do potty break, and he loads all of our stuff, and he takes really good care of us and everything. So, yeah, so he's actually quite fun to hang around with.
So come to the retreat with him in September here.
He just turned 30, girls. Okay, guys, girls, 30. Doug is just 30, so now he feels like he's a little bit more, polished and whatever. Oh, one more thing from the antique shop. Here, Kaylee's got Kaylee, let's try my other screen here. Does it work?
Heidi says it looks just like Bucky.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Oh, I can't see it, but. All right. Hang on. Can you show me my other camera screen or no? Where am I seeing?
We're seeing some bags. Warmer.
Oh, forget it. Our close-up camera does not work. All right, but my cute little doggy, he holds some vitamin C.
I was gonna say, are those those edible, or are they like stuck in there? Because they look like they're glued in.
A mini charm can fit in there. He was like being my display model when the supply runs out. And he's just super cute. I'm gonna make a pin cushion out of him, but I think I should go get another one because there was another one there, and keep one for the vitamin C. Because we sew sometimes way late at night. I think I went to bed about 2:30 last night, and and some of us take naps and some of us don't, and then who knows what all goes on. So those were my purchases from the antique store. Now I want to show you, some of the girls are knitters here, right? And I don't know if some of you know who Debbie Duckworth is. I do want to make a little shout out to her because we need to say some prayers for Debbie. She has left the retreat house here, and her husband is having a procedure done, and I would like if anybody to add her and her husband, Doug, to their prayer list, because he has some scary things that may be happening, and I know the power of you guys, and you all do wonders when I ask you guys to pray for us. So Deb, they call her Ducky. I don't know if you've been to a lot of quilt shows. She's always in the MODA Bake Shop booth, so you will know her if you see her, and she is not here. Her and Julie went to be with Doug for his procedure that he's going to have today. But Ducky is Ducky. We lovingly, she's like Mama Duck, all right?
She's awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome. And Mama Duck always makes us the best gifts. So at home, I always sew on this full-size pillow, and it has my name stitched in it that Julie hand drew with her very beautiful calligraphy. I want to grow up and be Julie someday. And then Debbie always crochets this really cool edge on the edge of the pillowcase. So guess what I learned yesterday? I did this. All right. So in one of my care packages that I got from somebody, there was this towel in there. And I did all this stitching, like 5 rows of crochet.
Awesome.
Isn't that great? And then this is done with linen. They call it thread, but like linen yarn. And then when you wash it, it becomes very soft and very lovely, lovely, lovely. So the reason why I wanted to show you that is because, and I might show you all the things that I have. So here's my needles that poke the hole into the towel so you can crochet. So one of the needles has a thing that you can poke in, and then the other one is for the regular crocheting. So here's my linen ball that I wound, but it actually comes on these skeins. So I picked some colors for the lake house to do some skeins. Now I did not go to the yarn shop, but I sent colors I wanted with money, and this is what all came back. So my MODA sisters, my MODA knitters do wonderful at picking out exactly what I want. So isn't that cool that I can do some of that stuff and learn from Mama Duck? So I will forever know how to do that. And it just adds a little special touch. I have a wedding coming up. My godson is getting married, so I might have to add some pillowcases to his quilt and do some fancy stitching on that if I can make that happen. It's the 26th, people. The quilt is done. I just want to hand stitch a pillow for them and maybe 2 pillowcases because I am the godmother. And I don't know if you heard about this, but he has 2 godmothers. Terry, my graphic designer, is the other grandmother. So it's kind of a competition. No, she gets to do all the other stuff. And I just, swing in and hand over the quilt and all that kind of stuff. All right, get a quick drink here. So some of the other projects that I've done, pop-up projects, right? Because this is not what I bought, is I got this little pattern from MODA with a mini charm in it and this, and then a scissor fob or like a zipper fob for the zipper. I'll turn it around so you can see that. So that's what that is. You see that? All right, but you all know that those little pastels are really pretty, but they're not my fabric. So the quilt shop had some of my mini charms in there. So here's the bucket, right? And then I might be famous for not reading directions and just looking at the pictures. So I was supposed to make, so this is like double-sided. It's supposed to have triangles on both sides of the tote. And I used all my triangles, most of them. I didn't have enough for the back side. So Julie here is a master calligrapher. So I want to show her that I'm inspired to be like her and be a calligrapher. So look what I drew and stitched with that linen yarn because I didn't have any chubby stuff. So that was kind of hard to do that.
I was gonna say, what kind of needle did you use? Or you used? Okay.
The 22. The yarn is not, like super thick. It's like a 5-weight.
Oh, okay.
But it's kind of stringy. It's not like solid, but I made it happen. So, and then I put this cool zipper in and then a little zipper hole pull. So this, I might do this as a tutorial when I come back for you guys, okay? Because the pattern is by MODA to help us sell mini charms. So we'll do a tutorial on that. It's pretty simple. Didn't take very long. All right, so now another project, pop-up project, and you kind of saw, some of the, we got a little message saying, hey, if you want to make some pants, remember Lisa's pants, bring 3 yards of fabric. So I knew I was going to go to the MODA warehouse, so I bought my fabric right here. This is April Rosenthal's Starry or something like that. So I picked this out to make my pants out of. This is all my pieces cut. I did not sew it yet because I was crocheting yesterday. But there will still be some time to make pants. Friday is another tutorial day. But Lisa holding out on me, making hers out of a quilt top. Isn't that awesome? So that might be happening too. She put
Well,
like
we need to do the jacket class before when fall comes. It's
Yes,
coming
for
up.
sure.
So I
For
got my
sure.
quilt underneath the desk for that.
Yeah, we for sure will do that. We'll get that on the calendar as well. All right, so let me just finish my projects. I know you're all waiting to see some of this. I did get all 25 of my little blocks for the Joyful Quilt Along. And some of these, I wanted them to be all stars. And there might be a few of them in here that maybe is not quite a star, but I say they are identifying as stars. Where's that one? I'm like,
Yeah, I saw you sent me a picture of your design wall. I can't wait to start that.
yeah, so
Joyful
those
gathering.
are the insides. So then I'll give you a peek. You all seen this one already, right? So look, I'm going to give you a quick little show. So I think I have about 8 or this one. This is the one that identifies as a star. We'll see how fun they all are. Okay, so I am working on them. I'm probably a third of the way through. I can't say I have 12 done, but getting these all done in the first 2 days was super awesome at getting those done. Something cool is going on in there. Let me see what's
I was gonna say it sounds like some fun's to be had.
I don't know. Somebody brought some goodies, some more goodies. Maybe it's Laura from the quilt shop. Maybe she can come in and say hi to y'all. All right, and then if I get all those done, because now I only have 2 or 3 more days, that's the other project I have, and my fresh cut garden. So I had 3 of my own projects, plus the pop-up projects that go on here when you are in a big group. All right. So
They all want to know what you're missing out on.
I don't know. Everybody's getting something and picking something.
Uh-oh.
I know. I'll probably get bright pink, right? That's okay. That's okay. All right. Now, I want to show you some of the gifts that we get when we are here. All right. So I'm going to open this one first. So this is my tote that I brought at Boxcar. Look at how cute that is. So this is one of my presents I bought from the quilt shop to carry some of these things home in. So this, I got my name, a big Yeti with my name on it from 2 of the girls, and it says Boxcar Retreat 2023. And then from 2 of the other MODA girls, they made us these. So they're making 21 of these for all of us. And then, and some people make gifts, and some people buy gifts, and some people do whatever they want. There's no rules. We love them all, right? This is a little tote, a little canvas tote. And then this is a mini nightlight, and it's a little dinosaur. So this is from Barb and Mary. You know how goofy she is, right? So this is my little nightlight.
Oh my goodness. I got to get David one of those.
Yeah, so this is super cute. Maybe he can have this one. But it's a little dinosaur. They were puppies and kitties and all kinds of little
Oh my goodness.
cute little things. All right, but super fun. So Laura's gonna come in here, okay? All right. So somebody made a gift tag for luggage. All right. Will you mind just saying hi to everybody? Okay, come on over. I'm live. That's okay. It's okay. We're real here.
Come on in.
Oh, I found out what I'm missing out on. Here's your zipper. Come behind. So tell them what it is.
Hi friends, my name's Laura. I'm one of the owners here, and some of the retreaters came up to the shop the other day and fell in love with these felted wool zipper charms by Natalie. She does the tea boxes and the and they just go on. So I got all the colors, and it's a retreat gift.
Right. So that's what everybody was getting over there. Isn't that
so what you
special?
talking about with their friends?
Well, I'm just showing them. I told them all about your place.
Yes.
I showed them all of the things I was working on.
Yes.
Now I'm showing all the gifts we are getting because we're all about the gifts.
That's what retreat is all about, is the gifts and the food and talking.
And everything here is awesome. So if you get a chance to come, this is a beautiful, beautiful place.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, it is just so wonderful to be here and to have such a good time.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, retreat is all about having fun, right?
Right.
I never get anything
done.
And
this is what I always say to people. If you can't have fun, you know whose fault it is?
Yours.
Your own fault.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
Well, y'all have fun talking about things.
All right.
It was nice to meet you.
Yeah. All right. And Laura, so Boxcar, Facebook, right? You're on Facebook?
Facebook, yeah. We have Facebook. We do lives and things like that. And then
I think there's one tonight, right?
There is one tonight. 6 o'clock. Central
She might have some guests. She might have a guest audience for that live tonight. So
you
might want to pop in. We just remember, you know?
That's right.
We just want to share.
That's right.
Right. A lot of lonely people out there. We want them to be a part of everything we do.
That's right. That's right. All right. We all have fun talking about goodies. Bye.
Okay. Thanks, Laura. All right. So isn't she awesome? More little treats, note things, mini charms. Someone made these awesome magnetic pin bowls with pins in them. I'm not going to tell you who it was. That and some other things. Scrunchies. Mary Jacobson makes homemade scrunchies. I never had, scrubbies. I never had one this beautifully made. All right. Is everybody hearing me? Are we all good?
We can hear you. Yep. They want to know what gift you brought.
I just told you. This was part of it. Okay.
That's
this was
what I thought.
I handmade these pinballs. So we'll have these available in the shop. Okay.
Perfect.
Yep. So when you do something, you have to make 21.
When did you have time for that? Just wondering.
Well, here and there. So this is a cute little bag here with a little punch needle thing, and there's all kinds of little goodies. There's mini charms. There's a sewing coaster. There's washi tape. There's this weird looking zipper. I'll have to find out who made something out of that. And then tweezers. We always can use tweezers. And then a seam ripper. So that was in that case as well as this. Yeah, so some people kind of go crazy. This was from Dawn. It was a little binding kit, a hand binding kit. So in there, she has a little kit made up of thread, the little clips, needles, a little mini scissors. So if you're looking for some ideas to make your friends for a retreat, hopefully you'll get some here today. All right. And then this one, I think, I don't want to say the wrong name, so no names. But look at that cute little scissor fob or zipper pull for a bag, all handmade by somebody in this cute little pouch. Oh, there you go. Robin Pickens made us all new stickers. She is a graphic designer as well as a surface pattern designer. So she did some stickers, night owl stitching, excuse me, early bird stitcher. There's some of those early birds. Mama cat, night owl. There's a lot of night owls around here too. Slow stitcher. You can relate to one of these, early bird sewer. And then relax, retreat, all the R's. And then I have a cross stitch one in one of my things that she made. It was a heart with cross stitches, and that was pretty too. I already put that on one of my iPads or something like that. And then some shower steamers. Some Band-Aids, because you know that all happens here too. Little face washer. Oh no, that was probably for the shower steam, right? Okay. Then we got this mama load. So there's somebody here that if you look at the pictures, you can tell who's here, and you might be able to figure out from the items in this bag here that came all from one awesome person. Okay.
You might have 70 pounds of gifts in there.
I know, right? So some shower gel. There must be a common theme here. We must take a shower while we're here. A roller for pressing your seams open, a little thread, a little tool caddy. I love this. I love that I got aqua, some tape, ribbon, some sewing machine needles. You always need sewing machine needles, a little pin cushion, some glue, some more hand and body lotion. Ooh, I need this for my legs. And then a cool little scissors, some courthouse step foundation piecing, a Jolly Bar fabric. So that's half of a layer cake. And then some scrap bags. So these are the little cellophane bags to put your scraps in. I never saw those before. That's interesting. And then a ruler. And a book on Jolly Bar patterns. So most generous gift giver there. I know Jessica's just impressed that I even managed to pull something off that I made.
I'm just impressed you were able to keep it a secret. Because you didn't even show us here.
It was kind of the last minute, and we had so much going on that I thought, oh, I'll just show them these when we're done. I do have about a dozen of them to bring to the shop. So I did order a bunch of them and got that stuff going on. All right. We're getting down there. Anybody got any questions about what's all going on here at retreat? And I know you wish you could be here with us, right?
But they all really want to be there with you. We've
been doing this. I think I didn't go to the first one. I probably wasn't invited. But then the second one they had at our old retreat house in 2013. So that's how long a lot of this group has been getting together. And sometimes more designers can make it, and sometimes, you know, it is what it is. But it's just all about friends. And when we're here, we do have to do some work, but for the most part, when we are here, just the ideas and the collaborations and a lot of things go on at these retreats. And I can talk to Doug and say, hey, this is what we should do when you come. Or I can talk to Robin Pickens, who just has some really cool new cross stitch patterns that I want to have her come on live and talk about. So all those things happen at retreats. So it's really fun to come, and they're all like, oh, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. I'm like, I ain't missing this, right? I want to be here just as much as they do. So it's really, really fun. I hope you have a group you can retreat with. And if you do not, guess what? Just start going to retreats. Come to the gathering. Come as a single. Come with one friend, and you'll end up being a part of a group. It happens every time. All right. So it's just being, but you have to be a little bit extroverted when you go. You have to talk to people. You have to say, hey, what are you working on? And remember, we all love the same things. I mean, maybe our styles are different, but we all love putting needles into fabric, whether they're by hand, by machine. We all love that same thing. So, or whether it's a cross stitch problem, it's still needle and thread. No matter what, you'll always find something in common with somebody. But I have one more story to tell before we go. So any other questions before I tell my last little story?
Just a quick question about Joyful Gatherings, the quilt along. When is that going to start, the first tutorial?
I think the Thursday that I come back. So I think the 24th. Is that a Thursday?
What's today?
I know Monday's the 21st.
Yep, the 24th.
I think we can have all our ducks in a row to kick that off. Kaylee, I don't think we had, were we plan that, do we have that one planned yet, or what do you think?
We should be good.
Okay.
She's nodding her head.
All right, so we'll be able to kick that off and get you going on that. But if you have your fabrics, make sure they're starched. You're gonna wanna starch them because make sure you have some triangle paper. You're gonna get the Charm Pack Variety Pack, because for sure I've used the sizes of 1/2 inch, lots of 3/4. So you might want to buy the pack of 3/4. Then there's 1/2. So you might want to buy the 1/2 if you don't have that. The variety pack will have, I think, like 4 sheets of everything, but you're going to use more of the 3/4 and the 1/2. And then there's a new one, which is 1/8. So the most prevalent ones are the ones I just talked about. All right, so get those on the way to you so you'll be ready to go. The first one is 1.5 inch half square triangle paper. So that'll be week 1. I'll start off with only 1 block because you're gonna have a lot of stuff to cut with the trees being on there. All right, and with the fat quarter tower, if you bought a fat quarter tower, you are gonna need at least 3 more greens. You could have up to 5 more greens. Either pull those out of your collection or buy some more in the line if you want. The fabrics are all on our website. You can buy those or go to the local shop and buy some there. And why I like to do this is I don't like everybody to have the same fabrics in their quilt. I love it when you can put one, you can make some decisions and match some greens that will go in there, and you'll be able to tell. Look at your other greens and say, does this go in? Yeah, and remember, we're cutting them little. So don't buy some big print, little prints with what I do mostly. That's why my designs are very smallish, most of them. Sometimes we'll do a border print and it'll be about this big. But keep that in mind when you do pick out your green fabrics. All right, any other questions on Joyful?
Carol wants to know if we have to use the Charm Pack triangle paper, and I'm guessing no, you're just going to have to cut down the regular papers if that's what you're going to do.
Right. What I like about the Charm paper is that you're just going to have to cut it apart in the strips and just put them together. I can cut a square out of the Charm, like I can use 4 of the squares for some of them when I need 8 half square triangles instead of cutting this way. You know, you could just make yours longer. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I do give you cutting for each block. So you might have to reorientate your half square triangle paper. That's all. No big deal. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. So I have one little story to tell. So here I am on the plane or in the airport on my way to go to Dallas. I am in the Minneapolis airport waiting for Doug because I flew to Minneapolis. Doug lives close to Minneapolis, and then we flew to Dallas together. So I am in the Delta Lounge. Ooh, my map battery is getting low, so perfect. It's time to end. Well, anyways, so I am in the Delta Lounge, and I wanted to go up and grab a quick little snack. So I say to the lady who's next to me, I'm like, hey, would you mind just watching my bag? Because literally my anchor bag weighed like an anchor. I swear to God, it felt like I had an anchor in there. It was like doing this divot in my shoulder when I had to go to the new Delta Lounge in the Minneapolis airport. She goes, oh, sure, no problem. So I get back and she goes, oh, I just love your anchor bag. She says, I live on a lake. And I'm like, oh, cool. I live on a lake too. And I said, are you from Minnesota? She goes, no, I'm from Wisconsin. And I'm like, well, what lake are you on? She goes, Winneconne. And I'm like, oh, okay. So Winneconne and Butamore, like we go around the bend on my lake, like, a mile, and I'm on Lake Winneconne. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. So we, chit chat a little more. And I said, she goes, I asked her where she was going. She's like, I'm going to California for work. And she's like, where are you going? I'm going on a quilting retreat in Dallas, in Texas. And she's like, oh, she goes, do you know about that new quilt shop in Larson? I'm like, as a matter of fact, I do. And I said, I own it. And she goes, oh, she goes, you're Lisa? And I'm like, yeah. She goes, I'm Lisa too. And I'm like, oh, cool. She goes, what's your middle name? And I'm like, And she goes, with an E? I go, no. She goes, I am Lisa Ann with no E too. And I'm like, oh. And I'm like, okay, so how old are you? She goes, I was born in 1966. I'm like, I was born in 1966. So we started laughing, you know, and all of a sudden, you know, and I'm like, okay, so are you married? You know, blah, blah, blah. She goes, yeah, my husband, Nick. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, what does he look like? No. So it was so super funny. Her husband is from Kakana. She is Canadian. So she's only been here a handful of years. You know, I don't remember if it's 8 or something like that, but she was super fun to talk to. But how does all that stuff kind of line up is beyond me, right? So I believe there are higher powers at B. And we were talking about our grandkids, and it was just super fun. I think she was almost late for her plane that we were just like, so, all right. So that's what I have for you today. Be assertive, talk to people, make some new friends out there, because now I have a new friend in Winneconne with the same name. And she's like talking about hey, do you know Brian is sick from Langs? I'm like, oh, no, I don't know. No wonder I haven't seen him. But anyway, so please reach out to people and be a part of somebody else's life. All right. I'm going to go hang out with my peeps over there. Thank you for joining me today. I want to see you in Wisconsin if you can make it to the gathering and in the store. I would love to hang out with you a little bit. I feel bad that I'm not there right now, but I got to get away sometime too. So I know there's a bunch of girls there from California having a great time. It's their anniversary. They were here last year. So girls, I love seeing your posts on our Stitch with Lisa group. Keep posting, everyone. Post your blocks. Post what you're working on. Ask for advice. Find a buddy, do whatever. All right. I appreciate y'all. Take care.
Bye. Have fun.
Bye-bye, girls. See you next week.
Yep. Wasn't that fun? I want to be there right now. But I saw a couple questions come through as Lisa was finishing up here. The triangle paper for charms, you were asking about how many packages that you would need. You're only going to need 1 package of each of those. If you do the variety pack, you're going to need a couple of them because, like she said, the 3/4 inch, she does use a lot more. The background fabric, so that is the white color, the creamer color. That is, I believe, 8 yards of Bella. But if you do go onto our website, you can go under, we have stitch alongs and quilt alongs. You can go under there. And then you can go to the Joyful Gatherings, and there is a little icon there for you to show you what all that you need for those. All right. Any other questions before I get to the winners? We do have comments sold after this. And on comments sold, we have another half of our booth that's going to be in Madison. And then we also have all of the new projects that Lisa showed from Lakeside. I have those on comment sold as well for you. We are working on getting those on our regular website, but come and get first dibs on comment sold with us. All right. Are there any other questions for me at all? Doesn't look like it. So we have 3 winners today, and they are the Lakeside Gathering flannels. And then we all know Heidi makes some great care packages for you guys. So when I call out your name, please email Heidi N at primitivegatherings.us, and she will get those out to you as soon as she gets your addresses. So Stephanie Kaiser, Brenda West, and Robin E. Congratulations to all of our winners, and we hope that you have a great day. We will see you back here next Thursday when Lisa kicks off the Joyful Gatherings Quilt Along, and I hope to see all of you on Comment Sold in a few minutes, and that will be on Facebook. Have a wonderful day. See you later.